So, oh,
Hey, would all rise? Good morning. Welcome to our February 2nd Board of Works meeting. We'll start off with the pledge. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. To welcome everybody again to this morning's meeting. We'll start off, George, with the approval of the minutes, and you just had an opportunity to read them, so.
yeah, I had seen them the other day. I thought they looked okay, so if you don't see anything,
No.
I will make a motion that we accept the minutes from the last meeting as presented.
Okay, and I'll second that due to Diane Quance's absence. Thanks for that, Lynn. Any further discussion? Good, George. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it. Thank you. And welcome to everybody. We have no unfinished business. We'll now go to new business, the Warsaw Breakfast Optimist Club. Thank you, sir.
Morning.
Morning.
Brent Mock with the Breakfast Optimist Club. We're doing our 14th annual car show. Hopefully scheduling it on the, 26th
Yes.
of May.
10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah,
Road closure from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
correct.
Is that the same as it was?
Yeah,
last
we
year?
haven't really changed anything as far as road closures.
Yeah, the map very helpful. I don't know if you can see that edge at the bottom.
Yeah, I saw it. It
Yeah,
looked
this is
similar.
great.
Okay.
Police and fire okay with that? Good? Thank you. George?
Well, I will make a motion, we accept the road closing request as presented.
I'll second that. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it. Thank you, Brent. Appreciate it. Yeah. Next item, Aaron. Thank you, sir.
Good morning. Before you is a request for pay claim number 14 for the pavilion renovation project. It's the amount of $226,506.80. This is basically the second to final pay application. This will bring us down to just holding a retainer amount of $59,000 on the contract. Our architect and myself and the whole team have been through and seen the work to satisfaction, and it's our recommendation to pay this in the amount presented.
Down to the 59,000. Good.
We are down to it.
Lynn, any questions? You good with this?
Yes.
Good. All right, George?
Well, thank you for looking and checking everything out, Aaron. So I'll make a motion, we accept the pay app as presented.
I'll second that. Any further comments, Aaron?
I do not.
It's just been an excellent thing for the community, so, man, oh, man. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it. Thanks, Aaron.
You're welcome.
Another item here.
Okay, the next item before you is the owner contractor agreement for the construction project that is the alley improvement between Miami and Union, as well as a bid alternate that we accepted, which includes work to Miami Street. We awarded this project back at the last meeting in 2023 at the Board of Works meeting, and this is the contract with G&G Hauling and Excavating, who was the awarded contractor. Pretty standard agreement here. It's already been through G&G Hauling and Excavating, and they've executed it from their end. And so then the total amount of the agreement is $269,520.70.
Yeah, those numbers on page 9, that's what the base bid and alternative, that's the total that you just, right?
Yes, we
Base and
accepted base, and alternative one was the award that we made.
For 269,520.
Correct.
George, do you have any questions?
No, not if I get Scott to tell me that he's okay with the agreement.
Yeah, man, you good?
I'm good.
Good. Well, hearing that, I'll make a motion, we accept the agreement.
I'll second that. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it, Lynn. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah, thank you.
Chief? Thank you, sir.
Good morning. So this is the final financial contract component of the new aerial build purchase program. So the first meeting was the actual contract to build the ladder. That was through the co-op purchasing program. This is now the lease purchase portion of the financial piece coming before the board for approval. Exhibit, I think it's 2, is probably the one that has everybody the most concerned, attachment 2 rather, which is the amortization schedule. We were fortunate enough that we kind of foresaw, when we were budgeting for this year's budget, to set aside about 200 grand for new aerial purchasing, whether it was a down payment, a payment, or whatever. So we actually have the money budgeted this year to make that payment in December. So we're right on track where we need to be, and then it goes out to 2035 for that final payment. So pending your questions.
Lynn, do you have any questions?
No, I think we got everything answered.
Thank you. Scott, good?
I'm good.
Yes.
George, anything?
I saw Scott's letter. I assume the territory boards have they approved this agreement?
So they have seen and talked about the first component, which was the purchase, or rather the bid spec portion of it for the build out. Tuesday, they will see this, so they're just a little bit behind on this portion of it.
Okay,
Scott, you good with us taking action on this?
I am.
Okay, good.
okay.
Any other questions, George?
No, it's complicated, but it's quite an apparatus.
Yes, definitely.
Thanks, Chief, for working
Yeah,
through all.
thanks for working through it, but it
Absolutely.
all looks in order, and the city attorney and everybody's on board. So I will make a motion, we accept the financial contract for the new fire truck.
Second. Any further comments? Good.
No, appreciate all the help, and Scott's been very helpful with every bit of this. The same with Lynn, her office. This gets way out of my lane when it comes to the financial piece, so that was great.
Lot of
Appreciate
moving
it.
parts.
Yes.
Make it work, good.
Absolutely.
All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it. Thank you, Chief. Travel request, thanks, Danny.
Good morning. We've got, looks like we have 3 individuals that are going to be going down to the Purdue Road School from the Street Department and Engineering. Fire Department's got 1 individual going to a Special Events Management and Assessment class, and 2 of our firefighters will be going up to Michigan to do some ice diving rescue operations training. And then the police department has 4 requests, 1 for advanced SRO course and 3 for the Indiana Drug Enforcement Conference.
Questions with this list, George?
No, looks appropriate. Are you okay with that?
I'm all good.
Well, I'll make a motion that we accept the travel requests as presented.
I'll second the motion. Thanks, Danny, for working through all this. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you.
Awesome, thanks.
We have a new hire.
New hire change payroll report. For this meeting, we hired 2 new employees for the city, one being the facilities technician for City Hall. He actually started this past Monday. And then we've hired a systems administrator for the police department that will be starting at the end of the month.
George?
Is that full-time?
Yes, those are both full-time positions.
Okay. All right, I will make a motion, we accept the new hire and change report.
Second that. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Lynn? Thanks, Danny.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda, Stacy, thank you.
Asking for your approval of another 5-year MOU for the Whites Hill banner. That is the one up by the Wyndham on Center Street. 5 years ago, we entered into this MOU for the first time with Winona Lake to share use of it because of its location, to promote activities and events in each community. So we meet with them once a year in January to set the schedule for those events. And they do need to be city or town sponsored events. And then we share, we would share in the maintenance if there were maintenance issues. Right now, the maintenance is hanging the banners, which the city has taken the lead on. But this MOU would allow for that shared maintenance if there were to be an issue with the equipment.
The town manager of Winona Lake, Craig Allenball, and I met with Stacy, was it earlier this week or last week? We met, and a very productive discussion, and he's certainly in favor of it, so. all
They
good.
do stand out. in this
Yeah.
sense. I'll make a motion to accept this memorandum of understanding.
I'll second that. Stacy, anything else?
No.
Good. Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, the ayes have it, thank you.
Thank you.
Good. Hi, Stephanie.
Good morning. The first contract I have here is for Derek Tenney. He is the DJ for the Mommy Sundance on May 3rd in the amount of $250, and we've worked with him for several years. So I just ask your permission to go through with that contract.
How many attend this, the tickets and all that? What-
We have set a limit at 100, just because we didn't know what that was going to look like from year to year, but last year we did sell out of all 100 tickets.
Oh, wow.
So that's where we're at again this year.
Okay, good. George, would you like to take these individually, or do you want to go through all of them?
Doesn't matter to me. You make a call.
Scott? Should we go?
I think you should do them,
Ind-
I think you can do them individually.
Okay, all right.
Just do, well, I'll
Okay.
make a motion, we approve this one.
I'll second that.
Dance.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, the ayes have it. Thanks, Stephanie. You got another one here?
The next one is for Brian Fravel. He does our audio services for our concerts. So this one is to provide production for the rock concert at the Glover Pavilion on June 21st for the amount of $1,280.
George?
I'll move to approve.
I'll second that. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye? Ayes have it.
Okay.
Next
The
one.
next one is for one of the concerts for the summer concert series. This band is the Moonshots. We've had them in a previous year. They're really good. They would be performing on May 31st, and they are 50s through today's hits. And this contract would be for $1,800. And I would be using money from our Indiana Arts Commission grant. So we really appreciate what they do for us.
Sounds like a fair price. I'll make a motion, we approve that.
Second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, the ayes have it. Thank you. Looks like one more.
Yep, the last one is, I would like your permission to apply for another grant through the Indiana Arts Commission. This again helps pay for some of our summer concert series, and the grant amount would be for $4,000.
And this is applying for it.
Applying for it, yes.
Okay.
Which is always fine. So I'll make a motion, we approve the applying for the grant.
Second that. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you very
Okay,
much,
thank
Stephanie.
you.
Good. Dustin?
Morning, everybody. Had just a service agreement here, contract for Ace Pest Control. Includes treating the office, main shop, and mechanics garage, just for typical exterminator issues. $70 monthly, and spring and fall, they do a treatment of $122 each for exterior treatments on the buildings, so something we've done for many years.
Pretty similar in the past. the
Yes, yes,
finances, yeah. Yeah, I'll move we approve that contract.
Second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Thanks, Dustin.
Thank you.
Brian?
This first one's just for an on-call agreement with Emmons Engineering. James Emmons, our previous city engineer. He kind of fills a nice little niche with his services and abilities. He's familiar with a lot of the projects that have happened in the town. So this is for projects that's gonna take 5 to 10 hours probably. That get a little more in depth than what Aaron has time for, but we hate to spend the fees for the larger engineering firms, and so that's where this fits into that. And he could be used for stormwater or wastewater. We put a not to exceed amount on there, but
Good.
any questions with this, or?
Aaron, any comments?
No, I think it's a very great tool for myself, because I can get caught up in the details, and James's familiarity allows him to jump right on these things, for the most part.
I was just gonna point that out. It's nice to have him local, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's usually out west in an RV working, but.
He's out in Arizona right now, but
Aaron,
That is good. I will move we approve the Emmons Engineering on-call services.
I'll second that. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thanks, Brian, for that. And
the next
Pay
one,
app.
is a G&G Hauling Excavating pay app for 200 South. Little explanation into this one. So this project is complete, except for NIPSCO hooking power up there. And so we had 5% of the retainage from G&G, and trying to be fair, working with the contractor, they wanted their retainage. We felt like we should hang on to something, because once the power's installed, they still have to do generator startups and those couple little things. So we held on to 1% of the retainage, and then this is pretty much paying that contract out. If you have any Aaron worked out a lot of the details with the contractor, so if you have any questions on that end of it.
It's an unfortunate situation that NIPSCO has left the city and G&G in, and they've been just sitting there wanting to finish this anytime, and they'll actually get it done next week, is my understanding. The power is finally there. So this just gave us enough to make sure we're holding on enough just to make sure it's the right thing to do. You can't pay in full till it's completed in full, but this was the value that seemed fair and reasonable.
okay, thank you. George, any questions of Brian or Aaron?
No, it makes sense. I'll move we approve the pay app.
I'll second that motion. Any further comments, Brian? Good?
No.
Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, the ayes have it. Thank you.
The last one is a contract with our Elements software provider, Novatics, to start building a system for our operations and lab to use, where we can enter all our data on that, starting to centralize everything into the Elements program. I think Mary's here if you have any detailed questions, but it's
Mary,
just,
appreciate the memo. Good. Thank you for that. George, do you have any questions? Now, it looks like we're looking at the contract, and then you've got the details, the second item on the agenda. So it is trying to find where the contract is. Is it the second?
So the agreement, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
it's an agreement, and then at the signature page may not have got put on there.
I'm just trying to find where
It's the first page. It starts
Oh,
with
the
sales
first
agreement.
page, yeah.
oh, yeah, I see it. Okay.
Yeah.
That would be page 3. And it's $17,400.
Correct,
Operations and then management, right? Total is $17,400.
correct.
Mary, you're good with that? Good? Okay. George, any questions?
Not really. I think the contract, scope of work's all explained, so.
George?
I'm looking at the payment terms, and I'm wondering, we might want Scott to look at that.
Well, the only thing I saw in there was They did quote there could be an additional rescope fee of $1,800 if they're asked to do something outside of what this is, and that seems to be a $225 per hour rate.
I just, the 50% due upon contract execution is the one that I wonder.
Invoices, they can invoices, but
Okay.
we're not just gonna send them 50% of something.
Okay, so I'm seeing that, I am seeing that on page 8, yep. And what else, Aaron, were you talking about?
Well, I just was
It
unsure
says
about
payment,
the.
it says
the
payment
50%
terms.
upfront, requirement of.
The payment terms, 50%. Lynn, any questions or comments there? Help us out with how that would work.
I'm not seeing what page you're on.
It's
I
on
think
page
it-
9.
Yeah, page
The last
9.
page, it says payment terms and 50/50.
Well, we can't, we don't have any instrument right now that says we can pay 50%. I haven't seen an invoice with this for any 50% payment, so we can't, I can go ahead and scratch that 50% payment due upon contract execution out. We just, when you sign it, that'll be scratched out, then
Okay.
we can scratch out both of those, we'll just put 100% upon, or billing as it goes along, because I'm sure they're not gonna do everything all at once. Is that right, Mary? And so like if they come here and do 10 hours worth of stuff, and they'll send us an invoice for 10 hours worth of work, I would assume. Or they would send someone an invoice. Is that your assumption as well? So, yeah.
We can make it work. You good?
I'm good with scratching both of those out, we'll pay as we go,
Okay.
because we don't have any way to pay 50% now. I mean, we have the money, we just don't have the legal authority to do so.
I don't think they've ever billed us ahead of time before. So that would be a new.
Well, if you don't want to approve this too, we can have them redo that and say, you know, pay as you go or whatever, but we can't do the 50%.
Mary, do you have a recommendation based on what she's saying? Do you want action right away, or do you want us to, do you want to have an opportunity to clear this up, or?
Well, I'd like to get the contract signed since they're coming in a couple of weeks to start paying some of our team members for this project. But if we need to change that language, I don't agree with that too.
Scott, are you okay approving this with, if we're gonna,
Well, I think it's kind of like a counter proposal. They may say no, but we can do conditional approval here today. We can say we could approve this contract upon the condition that we're able to negotiate the deal that it doesn't require 50% upfront. And then give Mary the authority to go negotiate that.
You want to so move that?
so moved?
All right, I'll second that. Brian, any questions or concerns with what legal has said?
No, I am good with that.
Aaron, you okay?
I think that's perfect way to handle it.
Okay. Mary, good? Okay. Lynn?
Good.
Good, okay, thanks for your help, Scott. Okay, with that, I'll second that if I haven't already, okay? With that, I'll call the question. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Nice have it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. All right, special claims and claims. Lynn,
No special?
No special claims.
okay?
Well, that's good. No, I looked over all the claims dockets, got a question answered. Do you see anything?
I'm good.
Well, with that, I will make a motion that we approve the claims dockets as presented.
Second, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, the ayes have it. Okay. Any questions or comments? All right, George, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second? There we go. Good. I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you very much, everybody.
That was efficient. Yeah.
George, or Charlie, yeah. About time you're running, yeah.
Getting older, maybe.
Yeah.
Hope I get more wise there, Charlie.
Oh, man. Hey, thanks, sir.